A couple months ago, I attended a forum at one of the hotels in Kingston that happened to have a very large ballroom, I think they call it. And I was the moderator for the event. At the time, the Prime Minister had announced that the protocol was, I think, no more than 10-15 people were to be in a room, certainly depending on the space. It was always difficult to measure, but we sort of had this 10 or 15 people, could be 20 in a room, don't remember what it is. And this entity was putting on, it was a very crucial forum. And as I walked into the forum, and I normally get there a bit early, talk to the people who had the contract with me and just organize things to get started. I remember very soon after I got there, Alando Terrelonge, State Minister, walked into the room. The room at the time had more than the number of people that the Prime Minister said should be allowed in a space, but it was a very large room, so it would sort of be impracticable for this large room to have only 10 people for the event, because the directors of this particular company would be more than 10, and you had your cameramen and so forth. But all the people there were wearing their masks, and the chairs had been arranged for people to socially distance. But as soon as Alando Terrelonge walked in the room, I saw the back of Alando Terrelonge, and I noticed that he was fuming. State Minister Terrelonge was about to leave the meeting that he was booked to give a presentation, some greeting at, because he said this is not what the government said is to happen. And I cannot tell you how silently pleased I was about Terrelonge's behavior. And some people looking on would probably think, look how him gone like behave like him a minister and a behave cockety. But I completely got and was very pleased that a state minister, who by all the setup of the system of governance is not a member of the cabinet, and so in true Westminster style, collective responsibility does not really attach to him, but in a way it does, because he's one of them. But he got the message. And I literally ran to Terrelonge in my heels and brought him to the front, to the far left of the room, kept him far from me, and I kept spraying him down with alcohol as I did myself. I couldn't help but to reflect on that moment when I saw the inevitable downfall of a young man for whom I have developed an awful lot of respect, Floyd Green.